Hey everyone, it's Lexi, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about self-love and how to practice self-love. So I did a video recently on energy vampires. Check it out. It is where I mentioned that a way to protect yourself from energy vampires was to practice self-love, and that if you perhaps suspected that you were an energy vampire, that one way to begin the healing process was to show self-love. That brought on a whole bunch of questions, comments, and private messages about how do I practice self-love? I don't love myself. There's a lot of things I hate about myself, and isn't that a little bit narcissistic? Those are all great questions, so I'm going to try and address them here quickly in this video. So first of all, it is not narcissistic to practice self-love. Trust me. I know a narcissist when I see one, and a narcissist doesn't really care about anybody else but themselves. They don't care if they hurt or harm or injure anybody else in the process to loving themselves, okay? That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about coming from a place of kindness and white light, and we don't want to hurt or harm anybody else. We just want to learn to love ourselves. A lot of my female clients talk about how much they don't like their body. So as women, we're often told, learn to love your body. This is a very difficult concept for so many women, and men too actually, about loving their bodies. So what I do with these clients, and I invite you to try this at home, is start with the very basics. Love yourself from within. And I'm not just talking about, oh, I love my personality, I love my kindness. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking basic science here and appreciating, for example, your heart, okay? Your beautiful, beautiful heart that is constantly beating for you and constantly pumping all of that beautiful blood and nutrients and oxygen. Put your hand over your heart right now and you can feel it beating. It never stops working for you. Even when you're asleep and you're at work, it's still always working for you. It never stops working for you. Well, okay, no, it does stop working for you, when it's your time to exit this life, but you know what I'm talking about. So it's easy to fall in love with your heart. I love my heart. It's constantly working for me. It is awesome, okay? Come from a place of gratitude for your heart. Come from a place of gratitude for your lungs, okay? Come from a place of gratitude for your liver, for your kidneys, for your colon, and so forth and so forth. If you start to love all of your insides, it's easy for it to spill out and you begin to love your outsides too, okay? So if, for example, you are mobile and you are able to walk, be grateful for your feet. Be grateful for your legs. They carry you throughout this lifetime. They carry your weight and your burdens all the time. Be grateful for those legs for you, because you can move. If you are not mobile and you're not able to use your legs, then what are you grateful for? Are you grateful for your beautiful mind? Are you grateful for your eyes? For your nose, for your mouth, for your ears? There is always something that you can be grateful for and fall in love with about yourself, okay? Start with very, very basic things like that and you will begin to fall in love with yourself. I love my personality. I love my kind heart. I love how I don't take things seriously. I love how easygoing I am, etc., etc. But start with the very basics and you'll see how easy it is to spill out. Also be kind to yourself, okay? Speak to yourself the way that you would a loved one, okay? Would you speak to your children how you often speak to yourself? No, you wouldn't. You would tell your child, I love you. You would tell them you're perfect just the way that you are. It's okay to make mistakes. We're all human. We learn from our mistakes. Those are our life lessons. You are perfect. You are good at what you do. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. You're so handsome. I'm so proud of you. That is how you speak to your children. At least I hope it's how you speak to your children. So why not speak to yourself that way and be kind? Then we begin to accept ourselves for everything that we are, everything that we're not, and everything that we never will be. So for example, I'm never going to be a size 0 rail thin woman. I am a Latina, so I'm always going to be curvy, so I'm going to love that part about myself, that I am a curvy, vivacious Latina. And then we also have to accept things that we can't change about ourselves. Because I believe that if there is something you don't like about yourself, then change it. If you can't fully love everything about you, okay, if you can't embrace it, then change it. But there's certain things that there's nothing we can do about. So for example, if you have a chronic illness, that's part of you as well. So let's embrace it and see what we can do with that, okay? If you have a mental illness, okay, it's very, very hard for people who suffer from depression to love themselves, okay? Super hard. Countless different types of therapies that you can try. It's very, very hard at the end of the day, but that's why you get help. That's why you ask to speak to a therapist or a priest or a spiritual coach or a shaman. You get the help, right? The key is to not try and do it on your own, right? So have you ever seen those videos of children that are terminally ill, for example, a child that is dying, they have terminal cancer, and they're out there on YouTube talking about love and gratitude and acceptance, and they love themselves and they love their journey and they love where they're at and they accept where they're at and they accept that they're going to die because they have a terminal illness, but they don't wear that as a label of doom and gloom. And it's the same with if you are diagnosed with a mental illness. If you have bipolar disorder or persistent depressive disorder, histrionic personality disorder, or that disorder and this disorder, they're all, I hate the word disorder. The point is embrace that this is something about you that you probably can't change, but you can use your powers for good rather than evil. I did a video a couple years ago where I embraced the fact that I was a drama queen, and I got a lot of comments about how I was speaking negatively about myself, but that wasn't the case at all. What I was saying was that I accept that I am a drama queen and I will use my powers as a drama queen for good rather than evil. You know, there are drama queens out there that wreak havoc and cause chaos and destroy families and relationships, and they drag everybody in with their drama, right? That's not the type of drama queen that I am. The type of drama queen that I am is I embrace that I am expressive, that I am comfortable in front of a camera and I can speak in front of crowds and I can deliver a message and I can share my journey. That is how I embrace that I am a drama queen. I also embrace that I'm an emotional person and that I feel a lot. But this actually helps me help clients in their own journeys. As a person that feels a lot, I can feel a lot of what they're going through as well. And that allows me to be able to assist them because I come from a place of integrity, because I feel a lot, right? So check out my videos before. You can actually watch my whole journey on where I learned to accept myself, different diagnoses that I've been given, because let's be real, I have a video in there where I talk about meeting my spirit guide for the very first time. And like I said, if you see things or hear things that other people can't, that's psychosis. So, you know, it's a whole journey of acceptance of myself and my gifts, and you can call them whatever you want to call them. It's all about loving myself and learning who I am. So learn who you are. Be kind to yourself. Start by loving your insides and it'll spill out into your outsides. Always be kind, but be kind to yourself first. Do you remember how they always tell you in the airplane that the mask comes down of oxygen and you're supposed to put it on yourself before you assist somebody else? You know, that's very difficult for a parent who's like, well, no, I want to put that on my child right away. But remember, you need to give yourself that oxygen first so that you can help your child. So love yourself first and give yourself that love oxygen so that you can spread more love. Because remember, at the end of the day, our life purpose is to give and receive love. So I hope this gives you a couple of tips on, expressing self-love. Try journaling, okay? Talk about all the things that you're grateful for in your life and appreciate about yourself. Read them over and over again. Write them on your mirror if you have to. Use them as affirmations. If that's hard for you, ask somebody else. What do you love about me? What do you like about me? Other people will tell you all the wonderful things about you. Write those down. Read those every day. Write them on the mirror if you have to. And make those your affirmations and your own mantra into self-love. So, I hope this video helps some of you. If you have any questions or comments, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm all over social media at RK Angel Wellness. Until next time, angel hugs, angel blessings, love yourself, and namaste.